Yo, realistically speaking, if Birdman really did have something to do, which we don't know, but if Birdman really did have something to do with Lil Wayne's tour bus being shot up, who isn't to say that this isn't the first time that he put out a hit on this man's life? Me and the Notification Gang would like to invite everybody to come join us Monday through Thursday, 9:20 to 10 o'clock for morning coffee, where we discuss the events of the prior day and also just talk mess about stuff. See you then. Hey, don't forget to check out the link of the day in the description. BBN, Jack Frost. What's up, party people? Yeah. This particular story I was actually going to do a couple of videos on, but I did a couple of the videos and I did not like them. So this is like take 8. And when I say a couple of videos, I mean I was trying to do these videos for like the last week and a half. Okay, so the story dropped about how Birdman was on the phone with the gentleman who was actually not convicted, but who pled guilty, who took a plea bargain in the case of Lil Wayne's tour bus being shot up. Let me just go into that real quick, and then I'll go into something else that I think might be connected. So, okay, so the first thing that we want to know is the person that got arrested by the police are absolutely sure he did it. Let's just get that correct, okay? The police absolutely sure he did it. He had motive. He had opportunity. They're sure he did it. Okay, so I'm not going to go into the logistics of how there was a car fleeing the scene that actually looked like his car. I'm not going to go, well, not fleeing the scene, but in the area, pardon me. I'm not going to go into all that crap. I want to talk about the phone conversation specifically. So before the shooting actually happened, notice I'm saying before. I meant to say preface, but I say preference all the fucking time. I don't know why I say that. Anyway, so before the shooting actually happened, his phone, the same dude, oh, by the way, the guy's Young Thug's manager, the same guy, just like, is it a shoddy like 6ix9ine's manager? Anyway, so Young Thug's manager. So before the shooting actually happened, something that went on was Young Thug rang his phone like 15 times. Just so we can be clear on that. Young Thug rang homeboy that is accused or took the plea bargain in the shooting of Lil Wayne's tour bus about 15 times right before the shooting happened. Then, right after the shooting happened, he ended up, the guy that allegedly shot up the tour bus, who took the plea bargain in the case of who shot up Lil Wayne's tour bus, that guy, right after the shooting happened, he was on the phone with Baby. That's right, Birdman. That's right, Captain, I'm using lotion, but not on the outside of my hands, only on the palms. That guy. He was on the phone with him. Birdman in the conversation, Birdman alludes to the fact that homeboy did everything that he could do. We know that you tried, even though you were not successful, and basically we're still going to pay you. That's basically the conversation that they had. Right there, in a nutshell. That's the conversation that the police have. So now, let's just a little bit fast forward. Recently, the courts decided to allow for him to take back his actual plea bargain. Why do you ask? He says that something about lawyers, and he was forced to take the plea bargain, and a whole bunch of other crap. I personally thinks he's not snitching, but by him making the case go to court, he's actually going to open up Birdman, Young Thug, and anybody else that could have been involved in the situation up for criminal charges. Because, coincidentally enough, you know what happens when you go to court for something? They do this thing called an investigation. So basically, information that they might not have had before will be investigated. So, homeboy saying he didn't do it. Homeboy is also saying that the police kind of, forced him to, I guess, confess to something that he didn't do. This is what homeboy is saying. Now, I'm not saying any of this shit is real. I'm not saying that he did it. I don't know, nigga. I wasn't there. So I'm not trying to say he did it. I'm not trying to say he didn't do it. I'm not saying any of that. But what I am absolutely saying is this. The police believe that he did it. He had opportunity to do it. And Birdman being on the phone with him after it was done and having the conversation that they have imply motive. Motive, opportunity. Like, that's literally how you get arrested for shit. They say, oh, who had a motive? Okay, and also, who had the opportunity? Like, literally, that's how they decide to go after people. Like, if you don't know, like, seriously, in that order, motive, opportunity. He had motive because we have the police have, everybody has the conversation that Birdman had with him after the thing. So we understand money was the motivation, or could have been the motivation, pardon me. And he had opportunity. He was a car resembling his car he was basically in the area. Okay, he was in the area. Yeah, basically. So that happened. Yep. Anyway, so one thing I want to hit on before I close this video out. Does anybody else remember when Lil Wayne was on the airplane and he had like the seizure or some shit like that? And he almost died, like really, really almost died. And they was able to land the plane somewhere and get him to a doctor. Does anybody else remember that? Because I remember that. I remember that so much that also the same thing happened to Ross twice. Does anybody remember that? I say all that to say this. I don't think homeboy coming back up off that guilty plea is something that Birdman wanted him to do. I don't think Birdman wants that. I think that homeboy taking that plea bargain is something that Birdman was probably pushing for him to do. I think that he's saying, yo, look, I'm not a snitch. I'm not a rat. But I want to have my day in court. And I think he says this knowing that by him having his day in court, there is a good chance that it might open up Birdman and Young Thug to so MGK possible. Talked about how some dude. Yeah, I was doing another video at the same time. It's gonna open up. I'm over here working, y'all. I'm working. It's gonna open up Birdman and Young Thug to the possibility of litigation. Of criminal proceedings, pardon me. So yeah. The courts, they know what they're doing. They don't want one man, they want them all. Anyway, let me know what y'all guys think about it. Leave it down in the comment section. I don't know what to think, because if I'm looking at it like this, I don't know how anybody else put information together, but I'm looking at it like this. If you're trying to tell me that there's a good possibility that Birdman did try to get him killed, shot up, his tour bus shot up, and there's a good possibility of this, and this is actually something that possibly could have happened, then who isn't to say that freaking 30,000 feet or however high they were, 6,000, I don't know how far they are. Those are just drastically different fucking thousands of feet up in the sky I just pulled out of my ass. But who isn't to say that they really did try to, poison or cause for Wayne to have some kind of problem. Who isn't to say that this isn't the first time that they tried to murder him. That's my point. Anyway, let me know what y'all guys think about this. Leave it down in the comment section. Like, comment, subscribe, join the notification gang, #BronxBombers. Let's get it. I love y'all. Take care of each other. Hug the kids for me. I haven't forgotten about you. And that's all I got on this one. I'm out. If you like this video, please hit the like and subscribe button. If you would like to help dictate the direction that this channel takes, please leave a comment. All comments are appreciated, whether positive or negative. Thank you very much and enjoy your day. And remember, positive thoughts cause for positive things to happen. Let's get it.